What is going on to you, Scorpio? So for you, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Cups, and then you Scorpios actually have the Fool card right here. So these three cards right here represent for you, this being a situation for you where you Scorpios, um, things have flipped for you Scorpios where you are single and you essentially have all the room in the world to breathe. You don't have people breathing down your neck basically from being in a relationship with you and using the relationship as a means of a come up. There's a lot of people who use relationships as a means of come ups. They're parasites. This is why it is that I talk so much about why 50-50 is not optional. If you're not doing 50-50, you're getting parasitized off of. Because the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Cups, and the Fool card, right? There's 10 cups on the table, and then there's also another cup here that the Fool is holding up. So this is 11 cups. So they don't have the 11th card, right? As far as counting it out. They go to pages, stuff like this. They go to pages, queens, pages, wands, queens, kings, right after that. And then they go to major arcanas. But this represents 11 cards, right? 11 cups. But the many being represented as the one, meaning that you Scorpios, a lot of you are speaking in one voice in the sense that a lot of you are okay being single. And I've talked about this before, right? That, the dating pool is changing, regardless of whether or not y'all want to believe it is irrelevant because it is changing. It's changing for the better in certain regards. All the people who want to continue to be delusional, they're ended up single too. So what that does is that it's resetting. And why that's necessary is because all the people who think of themselves as being too good, now it's like, okay, but if you're too good, prove it. Why is it that they are single if they're so good? Do they have all these options the way that they think that they do, right? They're chasing celebrities so much. Do you actually have these options? You're chasing after an individual that is beautiful and you want them to have this and want them to have that and long hair and pretty and liked by other people. You have to understand that that person is going to get other people attracted to them that you will have to shoo off. They're going to have to actually be just as committed to you as you are of them, because this person is going to get waved in their face quite a lot, where people want to stand next to your significant other a lot. And you're going to have to, I'm not saying that you got to be okay with somebody cheating on you or your significant other cheating on you, but you're going to have to be okay with the fact that the person that you are calling your significant other, a lot of people want the attention of, you see? And so the thing is that for you Scorpios, a lot of you understand this, and this is why you Scorpios have essentially, you're choosing to be single. There's a sense of you Scorpios still trying to get to know other people, but there's a sense of, again, the Knight of Cups and the Three of Wands, right? When I think of the Three of Wands, this is about broadening one's horizons. So it doesn't have anything to do with just localizing it to your hometown. This could also be your city, your state, your country, worldwide, where you Scorpios are looking. So there's a sense of you Scorpios now starting to understand, okay, boom, the people in your city, it's a dub. Now you're going to start to look, the people in your hometown or your a certain radius, it's a dub. So now you're going to start to look for people in the city. I said that wrong the first time. You're going to look for people in the city now that a small block radius for you isn't working. So there's a sense of you Scorpios understanding that the world is a bigger place than what you think. Scientists can't map how big the world is, because they keep trying to figure out how large the planet Earth is, and they keep coming up short, and they realize that the Earth is actually larger than what it is that we give it credit for. So this world is literally big. It's bigger than what scientists think. Scientists can't even agree on whether it's 196 countries, 197, because the countries keep splitting apart due to politics, not to mention the land mass. The maps don't do it justice. It doesn't. So what am I saying? So what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is that you Scorpios understand why localize it to one place, and that you having problems because of the fact that it's the oop oop beep boop, the dysfunctional, goofy, droopy, goof troop, short yellow bus thinking of the people who live close enough to you. So you need to get away from people who have that mentality and really look. Because if you ask me, I don't really think you've really looked. Personally, I don't think that you've really looked like that until you start going at least different states. I've looked in Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New Jersey, Connecticut. I've actually traveled myself, right? And I didn't want to originally tell anybody of that because people would have been like, yo, you traveling to find somebody? But I'm seeing all these people who ain't even looking for a job coming up, getting themselves a significant other. Has no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? No job, no anything. The point that I'm trying to make here is lazy, sitting around all day playing PlayStation, not looking for a job. See, that's why I mentioned it too, Scorpios. Not even looking for a job. It's not to say that they got laid off and now it's like they don't want to stay. They don't want to stay down for too long, you know. They want to take a little bit of break, but they actually are looking for a job. They ain't looked for a job in over 10 plus years. Maybe even longer. And they decided that they didn't want to have anything to do with it. And they're not doing anything but accepting welfare. Come up with 4 little ones, 4 or 5 little ones. Meanwhile, you Scorpios will be the one that's busting your bum, busting your butt. And people, this is so backwards. They're giving you a hard time. And this is the mentality that you Scorpios are striving to get away from, right? 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands, the Emperor. These people, you realize that they love and worship and seek validation from broken, short yellow bus, dysfunctional, weirdo individuals. You, as Scorpios who are striving to be upstanding, constructive, these people are warped. They don't, oh no, Scorpio. They don't like you. You Scorpios are the ones that's putting in good work. You looking to be with somebody. No, Scorpio, no. They don't like you. You putting in great work. They don't like you. You know who they like? And this is why this is that fly in the face of hypergamy, which is really lifestyle inflation. What is lifestyle inflation? Lifestyle inflation is now everything in your life has to be more, you making money. So because of the fact that you're making money, you develop this mentality of, I'm making so much money, I can pay it off. There's more coming next month. So I'm gonna just ball out of control right now. And what you end up doing is you end up like spending it on things that you didn't necessarily need at the time, or wasn't necessary at the time. And what happened is that now you have all this stuff looking fancy, stuff. But then you spent the money, you spent the cash flow, right? Consumerism. This is why I talked about the consumerism aspect in the last Scorpio reading. This is all making sense, so bear with me. So now it's you Scorpios now are like, okay, well, they don't like you Scorpios putting in great work, walking tall, right? Making good, wise decisions. No, they like dysfunctional individuals that are broken and it's just as on the short yellow bus or special ed like they are. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Hermit, which represents you have an overabundance, right? Which is the Nine of Pentacles, right? And you, while you go off and actually look, but the Hermit also represents they also have to feel embarrassed of themselves due to the fact that with all the fancy mentality that they have, that they're better than you, what do they actually have to show for it? So let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles. I think that if you ask me, you Scorpios are doing a wonderful job gatekeeping your sanity, your health, because this stuff does affect your health too, your resources. So shout outs to you. Kudos to y'all. Happy Scorpio season, by the way, for what it's worth. Five of Swords, the Temperance, the Tower, the Strength, and then the King of Wands, to clarify the Nine of Pentacles, which is you. So the Five of Swords and the Temperance, you don't want these dysfunctional, anyone who is dysfunctional coming into your life, trying to get you to give up the goods, being parasites. They only tell you that they love you when they want you to buy something for them. The Tower and the Strength. Tower is Scorpio. Showed up in your own reading. It's not going to happen. You Scorpios are not giving up the goods. You have your head on your shoulders, and you realize that, again, localized people in your city, maybe even the people in your town, you're going to have to do some traveling. You're going to have to expand your map a little bit more and your consciousness a little bit more. It is my understanding, it is my own experience that when a person travels, it expands their worldview automatically from experience just alone, let alone all the other things that get added to it on top of it as well, right? Experience going to that glass pyramid in France, right? The Champs-Élysées, I think that's the name of it, right? If I'm not mistaken. I could be getting it from Beyblade, but the Champs-Élysées, right? Where you have the Mona Lisa painting, right? The glass pyramid in France. And then you go to St. Petersburg in Russia, right? And you visit the mosque in Russia, right? The Moorish mosque that they have in Russia. Then you go to Thailand, then you go to Brazil, and you expand your consciousness, right? You learn, okay, you actually there. You know what people eat. You know what some of the people look like when they're there. You know some of what the roads look like, what the air quality smells like, what it feels like. You've been there. You've experienced it. Your reality, your reality exists where people can only examine or imagine what they see on television. You've actually lived. This is why I'm an advocate for watching some of these movies and then actually living it out. And I'm not talking about the wild movies. I'm talking about trying some things, going skydiving, traveling, motorcycles, actually getting the experience for what is real, because television trips a lot of us up because we'll get caught up with the television thinking, oh, everything on television is real. You know, and then you actually experience it in real life and you go, that's fake, right? When you watch television, you go, that's fake, that's not real, that's real, they got that right. This is fake though. So other than that, you Scorpios are doing a great job. The Strength and the King of Wands represents people don't intend on giving you an easy time in your hometown. And you Scorpios don't care if they give you an easy time because you don't want anything to do with them because you realize that they're losers anyway. But that's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Peace.